Tawada and Kavod, which means Tawada means thank you, and Kavod means our glory to Yahweh Elohim, the mighty I am, our heavenly Father, to Mashiach Yahweh Shai, his only begotten, and glorified be that Rakakadash, man. All right, family, man. We're gonna do our second Esdras chapter 12, man. This is where the rubber meets the road, and it's chapters like this that these Edomite Christians and Catholics decide to take away this book from the canons, man. Yeah, man. Christianity, Catholic, all these worldly religions were given to y'all by the Edomites, man. So if you're still following that and you're Israelite, then you're fucked, man. But let's get edified. Chapter 12. It says here, visions. Selak is chapter 11. Sorry, family. Chapter 11. Then we'll go to 12 later on today, man. Finish the week. The Most High be waiting and providing. We'll finish the last four next weekend. Okay. Visions of the eagle and the lion. That's the name of this chapter, right? So you already know who he's talking about. On the second night, I had a dream. I saw an eagle with 12 feathered wings and 3 heads rising up from the sea. As I looked, it spread its wings over the whole earth, and all the winds of the heavens blew towards it, and the clouds gathered around it. Out of its wings grew opposing wings. These became small, tiny wings. Its heads were at rest. The middle head was larger than the other heads, but it was also at rest with them. I kept looking and saw the eagle flying with its wings to rule over the whole earth, to rule the earth and over these and over those who lived on the earth. I saw how everything under the heaven was made to submit to it, and no one opposed it, not a single creature that lived on earth. I looked and I saw the eagle rise on its talons and call out to its wings, saying, "Don't all just watch together. Let each one sleep in his place and take turns watching, but the heads will be kept for the end." I looked and saw that the voice didn't come from its head, but from the middle of its body. I counted its opposing wings, and these were 8 of them. And and one wing rose on the right side, and it ruled over the whole earth. And while it was ruling, it came to an end, and it disappeared, so that its place vanished. The next one rose and ruled, and it held and it held sway a long time. While it was executing its rule, it came to its end, so that it disappeared like the previous one. Then a voice came out, saying to this wing, "Listen, you who have held sway over the earth all this time. I announce this to you before you begin to disappear. No one after you will hold sway as long a time, not even half as long as you." A third wing raised itself up, and it also exercised rulership like the previous one, and it too disappeared. And so it happened to each of the wings in turns to come to power, and then never to be seen. Again, I looked, and indeed, the wings that all followed on the right side also rose up in time, so that they too might rule. But some of those who came up to power disappeared immediately, while others of them rose up but didn't succeed in establishing their rule. After all this, I looked again, and the 12 wings and the 2 of the little wings had disappeared. Nothing remained on the body of the eagle except the 3 heads that were at rest, and 6 little wings. And I looked and noticed that 2 of the 6 little wings were set apart and remained under the head on the right side. Now I'm going to stop there for a minute because I want to look further. Okay, man, obviously he's talking about America, right? There's no question about it, because these fucking, America terrorizes the whole world and its mission, man. That's why they have embassies in every country, man. And when it says here that the voice didn't come from the head, it's because America's just it's the muscle, you know what I'm saying? But the tussle behind the muscle is the banking families, man, the Illuminati, man, the central bankers, man. You know what I'm saying? These fucking scientists, fucking gutter rats, they're the ones that's why the one counting shots it's in the middle of the body, and America's just the poster child, the front man, And remember that you gotta remember that the Most High speaks past, present, and future. So when he's talking about those 3 that rose, man, you gotta understand that all this, Edomite power came to its providence, with the Greeks, man, the Grecians. That's the first, saying that he's talking about, and that's why you have like to this day, you have these Greek philosophies, like these fraternities are named after Greek shit. You know what I'm saying? And after that, the second one that he said here, they held off sway for a long time, is the Roman Empire, man, because they took the mantle from the Greeks, and they ruled for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? And no other kingdom has ruled like that long since then, right? And then the third one is the United States of America, man. You know what I'm saying? And the UN nations. Now, when they say here too that these take, that certain ones take turn trying to conquer and come up. He's talking about the European nations, all right? I'm saying, because you had like Turks and Germany try to make their power move, and it's been short-lived. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it says here that everything was left, but the two of the heads were left on the side, and the body joined with them. It's the central bankers. They plan to jump ship from America and start financing Russia and China soon, man. You know what I'm saying? But let's proceed, okay? Now it says here, I watched as these two little wings plotted to rise up and take power. One was raised up, but it immediately disappeared. And then a second, but this one disappeared more quicker than the previous one. That's talking about, like I said, Turkey in the first one, World War One, and then Hitler in the second one. His power surge was short-lived. Okay, previous one. Then I saw the two that were left plotting amongst themselves that they too should rule. And while they were making their plans, one of the heads that had been at rest, the one in the middle, the bankers, middle, woke up. This one was bigger than the others, the other two heads. I saw how it formed a partnership with the two other heads. That what I say, they're planning to, hey man, banker, they're jumping ship from America and Europe, and they're going to go finance Russia and China now. How it formed a plan, it says, and how the head turned with, and it says here with the other heads, and then how the head turned with those they were with, and they turned with those that were with it, and it ate the two little wings that had planned to rule over this head. This head gained power over the whole earth, and they annihilated those who lived on it, inflicting great dismay. It had greater power over the whole earth than all the wings that had gone before it. After all this, I watched as the middle head, just like the wings, suddenly disappeared. Then there were two heads left, however, which also ruled over the earth and over these who lived on it. I looked and watched as the head on the right side devoured the one on the left. I heard a voice saying to me, "Look, but don't be afraid, and come and consider what you see." Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. Okay, man, that's talking about Russia and China trying to make the power move, and the bankers they're gonna go to who they feel is gonna win. So they're gonna bounce from America and start financing these fucks. And when it says here that he saw the head on the left destroy the one on the right, is that Russia's going to put in work on the U.S. eventually. You know what I'm saying? And then when it says here that the middle body disappeared and all of a sudden there was just two left, is that Russia and China are going to be the last world powers that the Most High is going to devour, man. But let's proceed. It all comes to y'all right now. Okay, I looked and saw something like a lion being roaring out of the forest. I heard it spoke in a human voice and said to the eagle, "Listen, you, and I will speak to you." The Most High says to you, "Aren't you the last of the four beasts that I made to rule in my world, so that I might bring about the end of times? Through them, you, the fourth, that have conquered all the heads that came before you, ruling over the world with much terror, and over the whole world with harsh oppression. You have lived in the world with deceit for so long. You judge the earth, but not in truth. For you have oppressed the meek and injured those who cause you no harm. You hate those who speak the truth and love liars. You destroy the dwellings of those who bore fruit, and tore down the walls of those who had done you no harm. Your insolence has ascended to the Most High, and your pride to the Mighty One. The Most High has reviewed this time. Look, therefore, look, you are finished, and his age are complete. Therefore, eagle, you must utterly vanish, you and your terrifying wings, and your evil heads, and your dreadful little wings, and your main heads, and your dreadful in your dreadful alliances, and all your worthless body. Then the whole earth will be refreshed and restored, set free from your rulership, and will hope for the and will hope for the judgment, and I will have mercy of him who is worthy of it. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. Okay, obviously you know who that lion is, man. That's Yahushua, man, the lion from the tribe of Judah, man. And he's talking about, man, and it's true, man. These fucking Edomite devils and these central bankers, man, these family, these pieces of shit, they've ruled this place in oppression, man. And yeah, they hate the truth, man, and they love liars, man. That's why they're giving you worldly religions, man, because it's all fucking bullshit, man. I hope this was edifying, family, because, say, man, second Esdras, man, comes super hard, man. And that's why, now you see why they got rid of the book, man. And then the next last 5 chapters, man, come even harder and harder, man. It straight out talks about Yahushua, man. And I mean, it's just the fun's just getting started, man. And that's why, man, the Israelites, man, we have restored all our books, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're out of the matrix. We don't buy into this Edomite garbage, man. Like I said, family, Tawada, which means thank you to the Most High for his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I know I want to say Kahala, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Glorified be the Rokakadash, man. Kwam Joshua Rala. And later on today, I'll drop chapter 12. And then Most High be willing providing, like I said, we'll do that last 4 following weekend, man. I'll glory, like I said, to the Most High, man. And on that note, Shalom.